Hi everyone, this is Yvette from My World of Metaphysics, and yes, I'm back again with one of my rituals, one of my spiritual lessons, and today we're talking about High John. Now, some people might know of High John, or High John the Conqueror, and then other people may not. High John the Conqueror is something that I've been using forever, seems to me forever. Whether I was going to college, whether I was working, I've always used High John. Now, for all those people that's getting ready to get to me, listen, it does not replace God, the universe. That is for first place. That is what I go to all the time. I always combine God, the universe, with whatever it is that I'm doing. But if you want that extra energy and you just want to be different from everybody else, High John is a must know and a must have. So now, before we get started, I do want to mention to you guys that I am having an angel class that's on the 8th, which is tomorrow. Please sign up before it's too late. Come on and join me and learn how to communicate with your angels. And if you missed that class, please go to the QR code and look at other classes that's coming up. And again, I will have this class again in the future. What is High John? And where did High John come from? Well, it's an African American or African folklore where it spoke about a prince, an African prince who was enslaved, okay? And then they couldn't break him. They couldn't do nothing to stop him. And he actually ended up getting back or returning back to Africa. When we're talking about High John, it's really represented by the High John root. And I have that here. So when we're talking about High John, we're talking about a root that basically carries his energy. And this is the root right here, you guys. It looks like a dried up piece of bark. And I kind of keep this in my wallet at all times because you just never know what you're coming up against, okay? And if you want this, you can buy this on my site or you can look up and find it on other places, okay? So what does this root stand for? This root stands for overcoming problems, dealing with difficult people, court cases, legal cases, work, needing a promotion, success, protection, confidence. All of this is represented by High John or High John the Conqueror. Now, how would you use this? Now, if you're using the root and you just have this little piece of bark or in your pocket, you might want to carry this in your pocket, in your purse, in your wallet, or you might even want to carry it in a sachet bag. And the reason I picked purple, because purple is a spiritual color and it's also a sign of power. Now, if you're using the root for protection, a color that I would use is black, okay? And I would put the root in here and carry it along with me. So depending on what you're using the root for, I tend to use it for anything, okay? Whether I need that strength to be successful at work, whether I need that strength to overcome any obstacles in my life, okay? And I always say for the best of all involved, because at the end of the day, we are all here on a journey. We are all here to experience life. So the ways to use the root is to carry it in a sachet bag, in your wallet, in your pocketbook. You can place this on your altar, any place where you're working, whatever it is, but keep it near you, okay? Now, another thing that High John that I use all the time, and that is, well, High John the Conqueror candle. Now, you guys seen, I talk about this all the time. When it comes time for me to go through a difficult moment, a difficult period, a time where I feel like I need that extra assistance, I need that protection, I need that courage, I need that bulldozer to knock down any walls or barriers standing in front of me, I reach out for High John the Conqueror. Whoa, okay? High John the Conqueror is for everything, anything coming at you, anything standing in your way, any obstacles that you feel like you need that extra energy. So now what would I do with the candle? I would write my name or the situation, okay? And I might sit there and anoint it with High John oil. I'll put 1 or 2 drops in here. 1 or 2 drops, that's it. Roll it around after I put my name in here or the situation, and I would just hold it in my hand, and I would just say something like, at this time, I know whatever it is that I'm going through is already handled. High John the Conqueror, handle this. God, handle this. Universe, handle this. And I know this is already done, and I see myself already as being prosperous, that this situation is now behind me, and it worked out in my favor or for the best of all involved. Whatever you want to say. And I want you to light it. Now, again, never light a candle and leave it alone. If you're going to leave, snuff it out, come back later on and light it again. Now, for me, a candle like this will last me about 2 weeks to 3 weeks because I don't leave a candle burning alone. Okay, so that's it. So when you're talking about using High John, I need you to be very clear about what it is you're trying to do, what it is you're trying to overcome, and speak about it as if it is already done, as if you are thanking the universe, thanking the High John or the universe or God for already blessing you. And that is it. Now, what are the things that I would say that I use? Again, the oil. The oil, I might, if I know I'm going through something, I might just anoint my neck, or I might rub it on my hand, or I might even rub it, on my High John the root. And I might set that intention of what it is that I need, whether it's success, whether it is favor in court, or whether it is challenging if situations with people, whatever it is, I might anoint this with the High John oil, and I'll keep it on me. The High John oil is powerful. It's one of the things that I keep on me at all times in my home. And whenever I need to anoint a candle, High John is one of the things besides holy oil that I keep around me. Now, what else do I have about High John? I also have High John powder here, you guys. And this is something you can put in a sachet bag, or make you a money jar or a protection jar. When you're using the powder, you can actually sprinkle the powder on the outside of your door where you walk in at. You can sprinkle it around the house to protect you. You can even sprinkle it as you're walking in the courtroom. Whatever it is you're trying to do, anything using High John is made to conquer whatever challenges you are going through. And listen, it is just that simple. So I just want to tell you, when you're feeling like life is heavy, when you feel like opposition is coming at you or conflict, always think about it. Never give up. Always think positive and just say, this is already done. I'm already blessed. And then place a High John root or a powder or burn a candle and keep it near you. So again, you guys, I just gave you guys a powerful thing that you can use, that I've been using for maybe 40 years to help you conquer whatever it is you're trying to do.